Hello, English Journal readers. Welcome to our August edition of Ask Kimberly. This month's question. Many people are making lots of careless mistakes, such as spelling errors on important documents, and they don't edit their work before sending it on to others. How can I get them to pay more attention to details and take responsibility for the quality of their work? Yes, isn't that annoying? Although it's a small thing, when you're in the jungle, it's the mosquitoes that bother you the most. So when we work with people who pass their mistakes on to us, we might assume negative intentions about that person, that they're careless. But let's be curious, not furious. See, there's something called the fundamental attribution error I discussed in a previous English journal. What that means is, when we do something wrong or make a mistake, we think, oh, it wasn't our fault, it was because of the circumstances. But when other people make a mistake, it was because of a deep character flaw or evil intention. Usually that's not the case. So assume positive intention and ask yourself, why would these wonderful people who are intent on making good quality work, why would they pass along poor quality work? Here are a few possible reasons. Knowing the reasons can help you figure out how to respond to the situation. First, they might not be aware that they're making mistakes. Maybe for 10 or 20 years they've been making these kinds of mistakes, and their colleagues have been irritated and annoyed, like you are, that no one ever told them. See, people don't like conflict. So, while their colleagues might have seethed in silence, they may never have told this person, hey, you realize you're making some mistakes here, and help them correct it. Another thing, you said there are things like spelling mistakes. Hey, there's something called spell checker. Maybe these people don't know how to use the tools available to them, or don't even know these tools exist. I'm rather surprised to hear that spelling errors would slip through the cracks and make their way from one person to the next. If you can tactfully find a way to ask them about spell checker, you might be able to find out what is causing this problem. Another thing that could be at the root of this, your colleagues might not realize that the quality of their work matters. You know, there's a lot of documents that get made in the business world. A lot of them, no one ever reads. So these colleagues might not realize the importance of what they're doing or know the impact of their mistakes on you or the customers or other people in the business. So make sure that you make them aware. Go and tell them what you're using the document for. Tell them how much time it's taking you to correct the mistakes or the impact to the customer, and give them a chance to fix it. Smiling the whole time, of course, and being nice about it. Another thing is they just might not know the impact of their work on somebody downstream in the process. So if you can somehow quantify, how much is this costing us because we made these mistakes? How many customers have we annoyed? How many hours have been spent to fix it? Sometimes that will convince your colleagues to be more careful and pay attention. Now the final one, it's a little bit harder to fix. It's a lack of discipline. Of course, people know they shouldn't pass along sloppy work to others. They shouldn't make spelling errors and pass along their mistakes to their coworkers. But they just don't have the discipline to check their work and carefully review what they've done before they pass it to you. Smart managers know you hire for mindset and train for skill set. If it's a mindset issue, if it's a lack of discipline, it can be really tough to fix this situation. Understand why this is happening before you figure out how to fix it. Go through these possible causes and think about what's going on, and then decide on your approach. And once you have done your best to fix this problem with your colleagues, here's my final suggestion. Stop! Stop accepting poor quality work. Get your red pen out, mark up the mistakes on pieces of paper, and give it back to them, or mark it up in the word processing document and send it back to them. If you continue to accept poor quality work, it's not their problem anymore. You are the cause of the problem. Try it and see what happens.